Mic test 1, 2, 3. Alright, Mike is picking up good. Good. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. It's something I should do before I forget again. Let's do it for like 3 hours. That's probably how long I've been this more or less stream for. Alright. I guess we can just switch on over real quick anyway. Not like we're gonna be doing a whole lot. That's the wrong button. Hi Sirius, how you doing? Alright. Excuse me. Okay. So first, we should get the thermal up. Get all that power. That sweet, sweet thermal energy. You know what? You guys are gonna go this. Go sit over there for a minute. Let me actually be able to see everything. Oh, your grandma died? I'm sorry about to hear that. Hope you're doing okay. It wasn't too bad of a experience for her either. With like not too much pain or anything like that. God, I really am non-verbal today, aren't I? You know what? Well, we're good at talking at the moment. Yeah, that's paused weirdly enough. Wonder why that happened. Probably visual bug or something, I don't know. I don't know how it works, so I can't really guess per se. Well, I can guess, I just won't be very accurate if I guess. Are you just a good... whatever. The funkiest thing. Alright. I mean, I might as well just put the whole goddamn thing away. Every drop of it. Oh. Why is it not just neutral? Then I guess neutral doesn't really exist, I suppose. Maybe that's why. That's also like really silly to me, to be honest. Like it makes sense, but it's still fucking silly. So there is neutral factions, I just didn't want to use it for the world processor, I guess. Okay. That's very interesting. Possible, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it, considering I had to get this sector up and running first. It might just take all day. I don't really remember either. I haven't really kept track of anything these days. For better and worse, of course. come and assist me? One I saw with naval. Wasn't there like 2 of them with navy? Almost 100 right there, God. Probably would be more beneficial if I could fly that one. Just boost them ever so slightly. Yeah, that's a little bit more space efficient there. Okay. I think it'd be more efficient just to do it that way. Spacing wise. Because I think it would take just slightly less. Try and figure out the jigsaw puzzle. Actually, how much build speed do these have compared to Mega? Quad has 250, Mega has 260. While Octo has 400. Technically, the quads are a little worse. Okay. Not tried 247, huh? So I gotta try and keep that one in mind. I need to pause. It does, huh? What makes you say that? How much power is it? 210, so yeah. Should we find that hard? I should be able to beat 247, huh? Well, that's good to know. This is gonna be so much fun to make a very big power line for. So I definitely want to get as much of the power as I can possibly get. All into like one line, more or less. Now I'm running into the quads. So, moderate thermal, good resources and production. Along with big bases. Great. It's always the big bases, isn't it? There's no more small ones. Well, I guess there was technically a few small ones here, but I don't think there is any small ones on the hell sectors at all. Put that right there. And get pushed by everything. Okay. How am I gonna connect this one to the rest? Yeah, that is true. I can't just launch over there. Just to look at it real quick. I think I'll do that after I finish this. At least get the power going. And water out. Alright. This volcano is going to be a little bit more fun. It's funny that that's like still there. Yep, power is easy here, thankfully. With all this thermal. Makes life a lot nicer, doesn't it? Not have to worry about it as much. Probably so much that I could probably just not have to worry about doing impacts here. Power everything. Like, that is actually an option, maybe. Have to see how much blast I can make and all, of course, along with more phase fabric. To verify it. It has raids, huh? Well, ain't that a classic? Rage, rage, and more rage. I heard Factorio music for a second. It was a bit weird to say the least. I don't know why that would be playing in my head right now. And probably because I considered playing Factorio back on Wednesday. Also has a small base. Okay, and it has no foreshadow spam? Kinda impressed by that. Also, that would be more efficient that way. Did it all. Ah, there's the music again. And definitely gonna have to put something there to connect that one, of course. The spam is in the big base. Cool, I love that. That's gonna be fun. Spot that wasn't connected. You. Put it all in here. You probably would. Yeah, you'd be better there. Absolutely fine. I will put you right there. You can go right here. You go right there. Plenty of spots to like put the overdrive. Not a lot of worry. How much power? I'm gonna guess like around 60k. Especially if I take that spot out. Put that one there. And I also need to connect these. course, I didn't build a power pole first, so I don't have an idea how much power is going on at the moment. We're at 27. I think it's part of because they're bigger and more limited in what they can do. Not to mention the horrible movement they have. Oh, we're at 43k. Not to mention, not every map also has water or just like can't reach everywhere. That's for extra reason why they're better. Could we finish this side first? And it's looking like it's going to be more than both of our numbers. God. It's already like 80 range. Gonna be in the 90s. Oh, it's probably gonna be like 120-ish. Yeah, I'm starting to think that would be like somewhere in that power range. Yep, I see a block I didn't get rid of. Does barely... Oh, it's actually exactly 120 basically. That is really impressive. Wait, there's torpedoes? I didn't even realize there was torpedoes in this game. Huh. That's fascinating. Okay. And I am going to connect you like that. Because I can. They have underwater orbs. Riska. Where the hell that thing is? Now that is another 121. There's a lot here. Let's take a quick second to try that thing. Because I am pretty curious about it. Not surprised that torpedoes are rather limited to the water. As it should be in reality, because they are torpedoes. Enable. You just need a bit of silicon. And it's titanium? Yes. Slowly, over slowly. Technically, I could have built it in like range of here. Just use the belt system. Ah. I'll be damn, it is. Where to shove you. And you can just be over there for now. Okay. So I still have those 2 thermal areas to do. And this one's going to be a little bit more fun to try and min-max. Let's see. That was horrible, but whatever. It works. Yeah, all the tier 1 boats are... Both of the tier 1 boats are actually really good. Oh wait, you can just connect right there, couldn't you? Same with like that, duh. I always forget how much range they actually have. Every time. You think I remembered it at some point, but no. I don't. I had to put, yeah, I had to put on overdrive. And put that right there. Oh, we'll see if I have too much power. All things considered. We will see. Can't imagine I will have too much power, if anything. Of course I gotta light it all up. Because I do need a little bit of lighting. Just a little bit. I thought you had that right. Yeah, I'll try to remember it. Hate that they're not the right lights. Alright, that's pretty good. And now I should actually connect it on the other side as well. All nicely connected. I mentioned it will also help make things just a little bit more visible as a result. I have not seen Xavier. Not at all. Alright, looking a little nicer, at least the light front end. Kinda wish I copied their thermal. Probably would have been really nice to just have that, and just copy and paste instead of having to make it myself. Also, I think I'm just gonna have these guys move over. get them out of the way. They don't have to worry about them as much. I also should get some more megas going too, so I have a full list. I would kind of like to be able to send power from sector to sector. That would be nice. That'd be so nice. But no. Like, I understand why, because it'd be an absolute pain to program, but it would be nice, especially with like the unit transport thing. And more planetary scale stuff would actually be cooler. And not just like the planetary accelerator. Just to help a little bit of conquering each sector. If you're doing like 100%. Alright. For you... we're gonna see how much face you can make. We're gonna go a little overboard, yes. Well, that's the best overboard. A launch pad for liquids, that would be kinda nice. That would be very helpful. And of course, we are gonna boost this. Actually, it'd probably be better if we put it right there. Actually, if we put it right there, it would capture each one of those. They actually did have an idea for transporting units from sector to sector. I think it got scrapped because of how complicated it got or something like that. I remember seeing it on the Trilio. I kind of wish I actually knew the reasons why it got scrapped altogether. Because that would have been so cool. Probably just be more efficient to make their own. Yeah, they did. Probably because it got a lot more complicated than it could reasonably do, and especially with how long V8 was taking. So they probably decided just to have it for the next update instead. Is what I'm imagining what happened with that. Which I don't blame them. It's been like 2 years development time for V8. Here we go, a little bit more sound if I actually did move you up. Yes, he is a single dev. He does it all by himself. It's part of the reason why I probably did that. So we could actually release at least BA, even though it did upset a few people. Because I did get like one person who was really upset about it. And said that Chinese developers can do better. Because they always pump out content or some horseshit. Yeah, I don't get that person, to be honest. Like, God forbid you just wait a little bit. Two. I need 8 overall, so that's 4, that's another 4. I can actually just pick those out. Then the fun part will be running water for all this. Yeah, you really don't want it to end up like Plants vs. Zombies. Did not turn out good. Nope. You just want the game to take its time. A good game is worth the wait. A bad game is not. I have the power, yes, but I could also just get to run the water and save a little bit more space overall. Because those are very space inefficient. Especially when I'm trying to use match drivers. See if we can consume even more space as a result. I guess you could technically argue that the water extractors would take up less space, but I don't know. I think they would take up a little bit more space than just the piping. Not much in the water is just free. Okay. If I want to overdrive all this, I would need these two. I really wish you wouldn't push me out of the way, please. It's really annoying. Of course, I'm gonna have to gather so much fucking thorium for this. That's the main problem. Shit ton of thorium. Phase and silicon. Because I'm just gonna be the lazy way and do it manually. Yeah, it would be pretty nice if they did. They actually did that, like... Did it like that, that would be a little nicer. We're just getting them out of there. Of course, that does get rid of some of the thorium, but I'm probably not gonna need every drop of it. Hopefully, feed this monster of phase. And of course, I'm gonna need you again. Feed the second one. Yeah, I can't build over that. Okay, good. No, that ain't good. Of course, now I need to build over that. I'm just gonna build like that, because I don't really care. don't need to be 100% space efficient, I just need it going. Yes, it's really annoying. Yeah, it's gonna get zoom volume like no tomorrow. That's for sure. Oh, and of course because of that. No tomorrow, that's for sure. Yeah, that amount is dropping real quick. Who could saw that one coming? I did, because I haven't played with that blueprint before. It consumes it like there's no tomorrow. Actually, I can't do it right there because it would just get in the way. Blah, blah, blah. Probably like one of the best blueprints I've taken from someone else. Yep, it's really easy just to be able to guess it just by looking at it. I mean, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Weavers. 13 whole weavers for all of that. Ooh, yeah, and there's a little bit more right here. This is not going to be able to contain it. That's not enough positive belt line. Probably going to have to break it up into 2 sections. Probably. Alright. I want you connected right there. And of course, I'm going to have to do this fun thing to get you guys connected. And you... I guess I can connect you like there. It's an annoying option, but it's an option. $224 thorium per second. Also a bit of quite a bit of thorium, I think. I don't know what gives me that idea though. Shit ton of thorium. I don't know how much water this is going to consume. I know there's just tons of water here. I can just do that. Who cares? I can build what? Oh, that's weird. Well, considering there's a lot of thorium there, a lot of thorium there, a little bit there, quite a bit of thorium there, there, all around here, a lot of thorium there. More thorium here, a lot of thorium there, 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 and even more right over there. And there's also another supply right there. I think I'm going to be able to more than enough mine it thorium-wise. Keyword should. And of course I am going to leech off this again. Because I can. I mean, it's just easy. Let's make 1 mega build. Actually, I'm gonna give you food like this way, so you're not in the way of future construction. Place more than 4. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's clogging. Who could have saw that one coming? I did. I saw that coming. Okay. Means you guys can just go around. And that should help the congestion a lot. I just placed 4 of these, so quite a bit. And holy shit. They're still clogging. Try and do it that amount. Or I guess not, because the problem was not that. Okay, it kinda is. Cool. So if I take you out and bring you over there, will you not have to deal with that? Actually, I could just place a junction there and it'd be faster transport, wouldn't it? There we go. I could, so it wouldn't have to use 2 lanes, but I think it's fine right now. How much forum is that right now? So this is about 35 a second. Well, this one is also about 35 a second. Huh? Oh! You're not supposed to do that, you silly damn things. And of course now with full production speed, it's doing that. Fine. Fine, I guess. Twist my arm, why don't ya? Overdrive it now. Now it's actually at full production, and it's definitely too much. I could technically just run a 3rd one, but I don't want to run a 3rd one. I don't know, to be honest. Weird habits. Very weird and bad habits, if anything. Okay. You're still chewing through it like a dog through a wire. Okay. Well, technically it's a cat with the meme, but you know. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's dome's still a good amount. I'll just put one like right there. Well, let's see. Yeah, one right there would get the other ones that aren't being domed. should be more than enough. I think I also gonna need to switch one of these to silicon. Oh, that is silicon. You can go back to being silicon then. We don't really need the phase. Phase? That's not a phase. Girl, what is wrong with me? Okay. I'm gonna try and get every single drop I can of the thorium right here. Because I can. No reason not to. I need every drop of thorium. At least how it stands at the moment. Those two tiles aren't really worth trying to grab both. I mean, technically, but I would feel a little bit better if I was making more than, like, well, launching more than a 1.200 a minute. Am I probably going to consume that amount of A's with launch pads? Probably not, but I feel like I might. Why are you trying to build a miner when it's technically at a rage? Well, what if I want mass produce like 10 tier 5s at the exact same time? What then? That's still too much? Also, I am gonna overdrive this part. To be honest, I probably will. At the current rate, I will be marrying a hunk of it. Also, I should be getting at least some silicone coming in. As I realize about that. Halfway though, but yeah. Well, you have to reach a minimum amount before it actually starts producing the unit. Which is 350. I could have sworn it was higher than that. Must have been the other resources making me think it's higher than it actually was. But of course, that's just for units. That's not counting all the overdrives either. Had to worry about overdriving. Worry about so much of it. Also, I'm just gonna shove another one right there because I can. Because why the hell not? How much do the domes consume? 0.2 a second. That's a little bit faster than I thought it did. Why did you not connect to that fucking drill? God damn it, I hate parables. Just connect to the damn thing. God. Okay. And of course I kind of fucked myself over on trying to get this out of here. Cool. overdrive them over here because I can. I could also overdrive the volcano too. Like 300? That doesn't sound right for me. But of course, I'm not really doing the campaign so much as the hell sectors now, which could require a lot more, for all I know. I am trying to, like, do overkill with this, aren't I? The overkill is the best kill, so... And of course I need to do that. They require even less. I don't believe that after the past few I done. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. And that is very funny. Okay, you go over there. Means you need that. You also need to do that. Plug you in like that, plug you in like that. Yeah, definitely could. Where would be a good spot for this? That'd be a pretty good spot for that section. Like, that would be a lot of power. Congratulations. Okay, that one's funny. I love how that's going on and off and on and off. Because technically it has enough resources, but it doesn't at the same time. Oh, you don't have power, that's why you're not turning on. That would probably help a little bit, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, there are sport trees right over there. That's cute. Throughput's fine on that regard. Thorium seems like it's staying above water. And of course that belt is now all plugged, because there's too much thorium. Let's see now. It is very slowly stable-ish. So if we grab just like a little bit more thorium, it'll be pretty much there. Yeah, that's kind of backing up. I guess I could... Please move down there. Let's see. Putting it right there wouldn't be the best idea. More like right here. That should be within range. Yep, I made a lot of phase, that's for sure. More phase than I'll ever need, but I don't know. Something about having more than 1,000 on launch pads makes me happy. Couldn't tell you why. Well, I guess I can't actually tell you why, because number goes up. Bigger number means bigger happy. Of course you're gonna be inefficient there because of the... Soul? No, what was it called? I don't remember what it's called, it was something. Something that started with an S. Ended with an E. Also where they find a lot of fossils. Actually, I should have you guys go the other direction. Meet up with this one. Soul, that's what it was now. Really? Did not know that at all. I do want to get this place that's thorium positive just to be safe. So I don't have to worry about thorium input. I also need to get blast compound on rockets too. That was the main reason why I even came here in the first place. Let's get that done. Of course. That's kind of being there. Just overdrive them. Using regular overdrives. And that should basically mean we're now thorium positive as a result. Okay. Now the part that I was meant to do here. Getting me some blast compound. The fucking reason I was here in the first place, but I had to get instructed, didn't I? They're gonna be annoying. No, I'm gonna have to move it just slightly. Because I put it in a really bad spot. Okay, that is a better spot. Alright. So this 8 plus 8, so that'll be 16. So I need 16 of you. 4, 6. That's enough for you. Which I'm gonna do and shove you like that. Well, actually, I could just do that, couldn't I? And it'll just rat it all instantly. Yep, it's my lesbian wife at this point. It pretty much is. Okay, that's gonna mix all together nicely. Good. And then coal went... I remember. Just put it in one of the belts. Not in the one of the belts. I can talk. There wasn't a spot for extract cultivators, was there here? Technically there was, okay. That's just 100, 100. 100 there. Now that's still 100. Said there technically was spots. I think it's kind of lying though, as I'm not seeing any of those spots at all, so they must be like under the volcanoes or something, I guess. Or it could just be in these tiles alone, just to spite you. And I am not, for the love of the goddess, trying to do that one. I will not try to route that, thank you. That is not worth my time. Anyway, I should actually be doing lead and sand. Watch what I should be doing. How much sand am I gonna need? 2.5 a second. Feels like it's gonna need 2 per lane in terms of sand without doing like major math. I'd like to go a little bit too much off subconscious math. Basalt is really annoying, yeah, I don't like it. It probably wouldn't be so bad if it had just a slightly different color to help make it a little easier to see. Oh wait, I could just underflow it. That'd be faster. It's like, they blend in a little too well here, as you can see. It'll probably help if they weren't here. They're the exact same color pretty much, and it's terrible, I hate it. Yeah, the only difference is really the shape. Everything else about it is like the same. Just to extra annoy you. The only nearby lead is that one, isn't it? Well, there's technically that one. It's not too much of a pain if I'm already doing with the conveyors. Oh, great, now I got that song stuck in my head again. And I don't know why. Exactly! It's... Ugh. Why have they done this? Why? Why do they like making us suffer like that? Yes, I don't really get it. Please go into that one so you don't mix with the sand. Of course you're gonna be little assholes like that. I hate about bridge conveyors. Yeah, there's a negative though. And hello! Hobby? I have no idea how to pronounce your name, sorry. Right now, I'm just trying to get more resources in the form of blast compound for launching into space. Well, not technically launching into space, it'd be launching into other sectors. Which requires pyrite and spores is just water and power, while pyrite is coal, lead, and sand. And yeah, it is optimization purgatory. No matter what, you're always going to be in purgatory in that regard. Actually, that's just factory games in general. If there's automation, it's gonna be a hell in that regard, no matter what you do. It's suffering in every regard when it comes to making the factory run. Especially if you want it to run well. And it's extra suffering. Don't really care, like with Biscotti, then it's definitely a little less. But how are you doing anyway? Before I forget to ask again. Don't push me! Good. No. The hell you... I cannot fucking see because of you guys! Okay. Oh, wait, what? Where the fuck are you going? Why were they going like that? Ow! Gotta redo all this. Cause I didn't make enough room for the unloaders! It's not as terrible as I remember! Of course, now they do that, it's gonna take... Racing suffering. That's the name of the game right now. It's a stain. Alright, you're all, guys are also gonna do that. Okay. Now I have to reconnect all that. This is so much fun, isn't it? And you can just go on like that. Now, all of you should be having coal. Yeah, conveyors. The biggest fun in this game. There's so much fun. It is actually a lot of fun, but oh my god, is it painful sometimes. I don't know how you would actually make, like, conveyors a little better in that regard, so it's a little less of a pain. It's like... it's kind of stuck with it. Actually, first I'm gonna make sure that one's connected, so I don't have to deal with that. You... Alright, glorious pyrite! The main gameplay loop is just basically a bunch of production on resourcing to make tower defense and all. Tower defense? God, that was real restrictive. Basically, they turn it into a bunch of, like, units and buildings, basically. Well, I'm glad you're having fun. Yes, you go like that, you go like that, and you go like that. And by the looks of things... Yep. Sector 206. That's gonna be a fun sector. Like, you can tell, like, the amount of resources I have in my core right now is, like, right up here. The top. Copper, lead, metaglass, graphite, sand, titanium, thorium, scrap, silicon, plastinium, phase fabric, and surge alloy. All of them important. Especially silicon. Silicon is like the biggest resource on this goddamn planet. It is the single most important resource. Without any questions. Okay. And now we just need to get a ton of... Oh god, how many do I need? Coal? Coal doesn't seem that... Well, I guess the reason why I don't seem coal is that important because of oil extractors, even before the nerfs. Anyway, I have 16, so I need 32 cultivators. How much you can also turn oil into coal. For extra fun. It's 8, 16, there we go. And yeah, that's true, it does like make fucking everything just about. Why do I have clarity stuck in my head now? It's so much fun, thank you. Don't know why I have that song stuck in my head. Such an old song too. God, I was listening to that when I was like your age. God, that really is an old song. Ugh, that kind of gives me psychic damage. Yeah, they probably are, to be honest. Would not be surprised if they were. Assist me, my loyal minions! Now you can go back to smoking. That's seriously not enough water for you? Okay, fine. You can have impulse then! I wish there was a stat for how much water this would use. Like, yes, it tells me how much power I use, but I want the water stat. 18 times by 18... 8... Should be 144. Wait, is that... 144, goddamn. So I would need to do that. There. Little overkill, I suppose, but I don't care. I hate watering these things. Can you not enter from that side? You can't enter from that side, cool. I love that, thank you. Oh, and you're just too short right there too. For extra Fucking fire. Of course you're gonna do that because I need to... And of course they're also gonna need their own... please do not connect to that one. You're supposed to be a separate line. And then you connect right there. And of course, you're not gonna connect by default because fuck me. If they do remove those, that would be a... Why is there coal? Why the fuck is there coal? What the fuck? How did coal get in here? But of course there is not enough spores being produced right now. Because that is overdriven and this is not. Which means we can only do one thing! Overdrive. And yeah, they're smoking. Could make that reference, but... that requires 3 of them, not 2. But they can't really make that reference. Oh, that's actually such an old meme. I don't know if anyone would get that one. Yeah, they're good, pretty much. Alright. Overdrive! And now there's enough spore because there's not enough pyrite being produced. Well, technically there seems to be. I just had to open my mouth. Seems like the lead is the part that can't keep up. Well, if it's going to be like a lot, I can just easily boost it. Yeah, more lead production. Oh, they are sharing the lead, right? They would share the lead and not just the coal. And the sand. But of course now the sand is not being overdriven enough. Means time for yet another one! Which means I am gonna actually move these back by a little bit. So I can also get it out. Actually, I can just copy. Aha! Copy and paste. Makes life so much easier. Who needs to fight for it anyway? You can go like that, I suppose, then. And you can go that way, and then you can come this way. If we can put you in like that, I wanna. Nice and filled. So that should help get the sand out a little bit more. Every sector connected like a mega world map. I know someone has more or less made like a map where all the the main campaign maps are connected into one giant map, broken into sections. Kinda would be fun to try that one out, even though I don't know if my PC would be able to handle it. Not sure if it would actually, but it might. And wow. I'm surprised even though this isn't keeping up completely, is still producing enough pyrite for all that blast compound. Oh, we're having a little bit of a problem there, are we? Yeah, it does do that. Makes life a lot easier. So we're getting a considerable amount of blasts at the moment. About 28 a second. Wow, that's quite a bit of blast. It's blasting me up, if anything. Maybe it would have been faster if I put it in directly, I guess. Also, I should be putting these here to help feed it just a little bit faster. Actually, that does seem to be helping quite a bit. The main problem is just the lead input at the moment. It's not getting the lead out just fast enough. So what if I did this? Would that actually work? I don't think it would work, but hey, give it a shot if you don't know. Wait, that's not where the lead comes from. No, that's where the lead come from. That would be annoying if he did. Really annoyed. That probably actually wouldn't go in like that, would it? Yeah, that's pretty much Mindustry with automation in a nutshell. It looks absolutely horrible. At least unless you're like a pro, like with making whoever made this. With his Gazelle. Definitely a masterpiece of production there. So compact and everything. It's very hard to tell at a glance what's going on. Especially when so much of it is like under bridge conveyor. Actually, how is the forum getting through all here? How is the forum getting through? I see there's an unloader right here to unload these two into that, which then unloads into... Ah, I see. So the forum is going through the unloaders, while sand's also going through the unloaders as well. It overflows free, huh? That is a lot in that case. Also, since that is a... if I want to do that, I'm gonna have to actually move you like this. Because I don't want you to mix with that belt. Oh, the lead. I don't think we use graphite. Not here, anyway. Now we just need to grab a little bit of oil, and the closest oil technically is right over there. Wow. Not using that many amount of spores, really? Kinda get it that the pyrite production's a little behind, but still. Interesting. Anyway, as I was doing, this whole thing was for getting pyrite. Okay. Getting oil connected to that is gonna be a whole lot of fun. Pyrite the oil. Whatever. Not landing pad, I need launch pad. I probably could just make this a little bit more compact if I got rid of the container in the middle. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, wouldn't it? Yes, I have noticed it's always on shell. Which is kinda nice, to be honest. At least to some degree, anyway. As it's both a blessing and a curse. And connect the oil. Every drop of oil. And then the overdriver right there. Honestly, I don't know why I thought that. Brain sometimes just thinks things randomly out of nowhere. I don't understand it. That's not gonna mix up with liquids, is it? Well, I hope not. That's all I'm gonna do is pray. Now, why aren't you connected, you silly little bridge conveyors? Okay, oil's connecting, good. Yeah, salt is terrible just because it's like less water. There's like no reason to even build on salt if you can help it, to be honest, along with basalt. Like both of them are just not, there's like nothing really good about them. Like there's no reason to actually build on them. Basalt pulse basalt. Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually, it would be a little faster if I just use a phase conveyor. And that will transfer resources a lot faster. Probably the same for these two as well. I really should. I'll get more blast going out. Send it right now to planetary. I want to see how much blast we can actually send out. The moment we seem to be hovering around the same amount. Yeah, we're just barely slowly dipping down. Which should be fine. That seems to be getting just enough pyrite to stay operational. Good. There's still so much more I could do here. I could even do like more blasts. Coal, sand, and lead right here, so I could technically do even more. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? But I don't think I'd need that much. Oh yeah, hi Corvuses. Let me just not do that. Oh, you really want me to do a hell sector? The blast is slowly going down. 3k of blast, damn. Yeah, I don't know if I need a little bit more than that. Because I don't know if I'm going to actually use more than that map blast. At all. And I'm going to hook these up to help just slightly on the power. Not power, on the oil regard. Oh yeah, I also need to send that phase into space too. Is there really a thing as too much? Asking for a friend. Okay. Right over here, we can add a lot more. If he made that much, I'm going to be impressed, to be honest. I don't think I did make that much, but how am I supposed to know for sure? Probably also help if I hit the right button so I can actually move that. Connect. And then... yeah, why not? Could boost it even further with just doing the overdrive. I don't even know how much phase I'm even making in the first place. That's part of the fun. How much phase is Halloran making? Cause she did not make a count. Did not count at all. It probably is gonna take a lot more than this. Yeah. Yeah. But we're gonna see after I get this going. Because I might as well just overdrive it. And then some phase. I'm just gonna double it, why not? I don't care. The moment... I kinda hate how it's all out of sync. I hate it enough that I'm gonna do that. Disconnect it so it can all load. The moment it's transferring 28 items a second, wow. And of course you're gonna do this to me. There, hopefully it all syncs up. Or not. Never mind, it won't sync up because fuck they. I'm also gonna actually move that there so I can actually input even more. And it's already filled! You could've saw that one coming. Basically everyone and their mom. Everybody and their mom could see that one. I'm gonna do the I might as well actually move that as well. Because there's no reason not to. I might have to get like a little bit more oil out. That is a possibility. Because they might not be able to actually get enough oil to feed all this. You can be phase. Then you can be silicon. Alright, I deselected you guys. Nah, you guys can just stay there. Where are you guys? You guys come and help. Or not, because I'm already done. Oh yeah, you guys are also gonna need your own source of oil. So you could actually run. That would probably be a bit helpful for them to actually be able to have oil, so they could run and launch it. Okay. Oil seems to be doing just fine, so... I think it's a... Well, they're still slightly in the item regard. I can do it again, though. Then I just do junctions for that one, because why not? And that one should also just be junction 2. Wow! Look at that inputs! I'm having a real hard time getting out. Okay, I think it's like a little too much. Just a little too much on the launch pads. So they're not getting enough phase out of the system. Okay, that's drawing a stockpile slowly. Funny how these ones are getting enough items, but not these ones. This very slightly just not getting enough items at all. The point, I'm probably gonna actually have to do this. Yep, and yep. I mean, we're definitely putting a dent in the phase. And now it looks like they're all launching, basically. So that was just it, I just needed to move that. Technically the number is going down still. Yeah, I was just making sure it's still going down. The output is 5.8K. So we're almost launching the entire 6K off of this sector alone. Yeah, I think I overdid the face. I'll definitely admit that. Actually, it kind of seems to be positive on the face. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely launching a little too much face. And my blast is emptying. Cool. Kinda wanna fix that up though. It could be sad. My blast is slowly going down. Okay. This should be all full, should it? Right, I did use that one to launch, so that one's empty. This one is full. I am not attacking any of that ones. Okay, so 2, 4, 7. Ooh. Oh, that crusher stuff. Huh? Make. Huh? Okay. So, more solar panels. Why is that right next to the thermal? Okay. Wow. So that also used to be a planetary launch spot. So we have minor base here. Big base. Another big base. Another big base. Well, technically this is 2. Well, actually, this is 3. So what about what we got here? A lot of fuses and parallax to draw in. That's clever. Lancers to get rid of armor. Titanium. Wow. Sabos. Oh, I kind of like how there's some scrap walls here. Ooh, I like that. Fortresses can actually deal with that pretty easily right in that spot. We'll see to cut that off. And those are all crawlers, aren't they? Yep. All crawlers there. Yeah, fortresses would just be able to take this out pretty easily. As long as they can avoid that. Well, actually, there's some ripples here too. That's still pretty nice. So we get some megas to start with the site's defenses. Lancer right next to that of a segment. Interesting. And instantly, titanium walls. Force fields fed. Oh, good. Overdrive domes. And of course, 2 foreshadows right there. Another 2 right there. Another 2 foreshadows. Another 2, another 2. I got a tier 4. Ah, yes, a tier 4 of the crawler variant. Got some impacts. Why 2 overdrive domes right there and there? What? There. Oh, Horizon's right there as well. Another foreshadow right there, just to be extra annoying. Ah. What's up with this whole line? Crawler factory there, but why would it need access here? Just to make an easier cut for the tier 4, I guess? A bit of thermal and solar panels there. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, good night. I hope you have a good sleep. And thank you. And yep, this is a naval map. Especially if you could outrange the not overdrives, the foreshadows. And outrange them, that would be the best. Is there a ground spot? If there is, I don't know where it is. Holy furball! That's another furball. And a lot of foreshadows. And we got flare factories, which just go... into Zenith or Ambra. Bunch of tier 1 factories there, but I'm gonna check this a little bit more just to be safe. Yeah, lots of thermal. Parallax right there, interesting. Ooh, and a few ripples? Not surprising. Rosetta. Bunch of tier 1s. Oh, the support variety. And a billion more foreshadows right there, and then we got another Horizon factory. Oh, that is interesting. Using conveyors to move them along. I didn't realize boats actually got moved by conveyors. At least tier 1s anyway. Of course, more foreshadows, and this is this flare factory. Plastanium sector impacts, and tier 4 boat. That one's not too nasty. Tier 2 boat production. And then I already looked at that. Okay. Oh, I missed this. Tier 2 boat production. Assuming those, of course, go into the additive reconstructor and not just go into the payload conveyor there. Very possible. Some of them will be upgraded to tier 3, while the others will be just tier 2. Another memory cell there. Probably for all the goddamn doors, if I had to guess. But of course, there's nothing there just to protect. There's nothing in these containers either. Nope, there's nothing in the containers. So they're all different bases, huh? Technically, I could have just left that, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. Oh, I thought I paused that. Or is it tier 5? Let's see. Oh! There's the tier 5. And it's a support variety too. Ooh, fun. Of course, there's already power here, so hit it up, baby. Alright, a lot nicer. Of course, first order of business, as always, will be resource. Actually, I kind of want that to be like right on that line there. I do want to get rid of those just for a bit of space. Alright, landing pad. That sector really got you fucked up, did it? I'm gonna put it like right there. could just rewire them, but I don't want to rewire them, because it's gonna be really annoying if I try to rewire them all. Okay, there we go. And of course, this is not gonna be the best amount of water, unfortunately, but... I mean, it'll work. That's all that really matters. Just works. Like Plot Howard. Not the guy you want to be quoting. Yep. You actually need to be going into you, and you go into you. And of course, you're all just going in the wrong thing. Even more tiles, huh? And of course I am gonna go overdrive this. There's no reason not to, for more water. I'm gonna need as much water as I can get that's free and easy. Oh, it got dark because of that one, right? Because it can only output so much. And they're all getting themselves killed because of that. God damn it. And it gives you free core tiles. Oh, that's... Yeah, that's lovely. I love that. God. That is such a great sign, isn't it? Free core tiles! Free core tiles! Get your free core tiles! First, next I need is the lead and sand, the lead and titanium. Because I'm just going to have 2 of these just to make it a little faster. Just 95% base. Oh, it'd probably also help if I had to redirect them. That probably would help a lot, wouldn't it? Considering, you know, I'm gonna need all these resources. Yeah, I'm gonna have to defend. Defend, 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 defend! Oh, my monos keep dying because they keep stupidly going to the fucking... Okay. And then I need to do that. Sure to do this. Yeah, definitely doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Wish you all just had to do that, didn't you? And its power's flickering. Don't you just love power flickering? I love it so much. Really bad, and I'm gonna do... Why is there landmines here? Yeah. The context of that sector's existing, this one is not bad at all. Not at all. Need you. Well, they probably just need to redo this section. Yeah, exists on each side. Titanium in these sections. That's really annoying. And of course it goes all the way around, so I also have to go all the way around just also defend the core from the boats. Because they're gonna try and go around, because they're dicks. Just like me. I also want a bit of light here. Okay. Probably be better if I place that one right there. I don't want to spin the turret, thank you. It's not what I really want to spin. What I want to spin is myself. Because I want to go swee. Because who has Saturday anymore? Of course, I'm also gonna have to probably just be easier just to container it. Oh my god. You guys can go mining in a second. You just need to get rid of those. Alright. I also need a thing. Yes, see, Little Caesars is good pizza overall. Bit cheap at times, but it's still overall good. It's hard to make a bad pizza, really. And because if I do it like that, it's gonna fuck me in the ass. Unless you're from New York. So is it a lot better in New York then? It's not like I can really reference it because I've never been to New York. Technically, I could ask my butch friend that it's in New York. You'd probably give a good idea. It's cardboard in New York? Oh, that's funny. Sad but funny. You guys can go mining in that case then. I technically could be like really aggressive with that, couldn't I? I mean, I have no reason to worry about losing my units. And really? So it's that kind of fun as well, huh? I mean, technically there's already defenses here at the top. Has to be a little annoyed, besides I think I'd gotta worry more at the bottom here. I think the bottom needs the defenses first. More than the top. Pretty much, it's just build specters and specters and more specters. This is how it is. And also, I don't really care for the landmines, I gotta be honest. I'm sure they're like really good, but it seems so much silicon. Of course. They do, huh? Oh, I didn't know they actually did that much damage. I figured they actually did like very little damage. Did they get buff in that case? Because I don't remember them getting buffed. I don't know why that's all aligned like that. I'm probably gonna use that. No, I don't need to use that for him for that. Basically, crawlers with surge alloy, huh? That's quite a bit. You guys can go repair for a second. are you guys going? Oh, because that has like less resistance overall in terms of walls. That's why you're going over here. That's funny. Takes 3 to kill a fortress, huh? Oh, my silicone's gone. I am gonna get rid of you on selection because I don't really need the Orion. Ay. I'm definitely gonna have to set up some basic silicon production here. Apparently we're gonna have that problem. Yeah, I should be doing those, guys. Also need to make a forward repair. I don't really need the copper anymore at the moment, because I'm mining it. They're that kind of a pain, huh? And I really should have gotten some silicone production. Add those to your researching production needs. That way I can do a little bit of pyrite, then a search smelter. Yes. Of course, these guys are eating up all the silicon at the moment. You guys come over here for a second. Okay. And try to steal all the silicon back again. Hey, hey, hey. I'm also gonna have to get rid of those solar panels. Yeah, it would be really nice if they didn't use silicon. It would be a dream, really. Okay, gotta get rid of these solar panels. You're just consuming it all. I do not need. Yep, they're after the RTGs, that's why I'm building Spectres here. Fucking little shites. Then I can also just do this. Yeah, it's not even worth charging them, to be honest. They just don't do anything. Like, solar panels are just too terrible in this game. There's no reason to actually build them. It's really sad, because they could be, like, really nice for casual power, but a whole lot of commitment, but it's not worth it. Hell? Oh, that would do it. And of course now I don't have any batteries, so we're not technically saving any power for all that. It's all power hungry. I'm just gonna add it like right there, I don't care. Definitely need to add a little bit more to the RTGs over there. Just a little bit more. Because we're clearly not getting enough. And I'm stressing myself out. Sorry. Probably heard that and is probably really annoying. Remember, I kinda wish I had impact reactors because of the power. Especially with my lazy ass viewprint I made, so I don't have to worry about this as much. I'm gonna remove you. Let's do that. Yeah, not too surprising. Oh my fucking god. Where's my copper? Fuck's sake. Why are all my monos dead? Oh god. I think my power's a little bit better now. Like, just a little bit better, but oh god. The sector is already so much fun. Get over there. Oh my god. Oh, I have AI on, don't I? Yeah. I better have that off at the moment. Oh my fucking god, already? Jesus Christ, what is this? What in the fuck? I think I'm gonna have to retry. Cause I took too long. Fucking hell. I'm gonna grab more water real quick, cause holy shit. I was not ready. I probably need to, put some more overdrives. Did he go shopping? No. Maybe I should have been breathing in Nivorium. Yeah, I should have actually been breathing in some extra thorium. And probably have set up some foreshadows. For those higher tier units. Oh, the many used it when they were coming to the giant fucking swarms. Because they attack AI. I'm probably not gonna get those megas back, aren't I? New. Rebuilds all that over my goddamn things. God damn it. All of it having to be rebuilt. Ugh. No, it's called True. Oh, I had it the opposite direction. That's gonna annoy me too much. Just go off that way. You go that way, you go that way, and of course you need to go that way. Now I have it the correct way. Now, and of course you... God damn it. Hate that part. Actually, nah, that would be overdriven, so that can stay. And of course that was removed, so that's there. I think the boat part was fine, to be honest. I think it was like... Look at everything else. Especially like the ships. That one was definitely horrible. Right, because it does things. Alright. Why don't you have what in the hells? Yeah, they just spam tier free boats and tier free setups. I just wasn't ready. Oh god. You guys just take the moment to repair. That's the first escalation. Cool. So it gets so much more fun soon. You guys go mining. And of course I'm gonna have to get rid of those again. Could we finish a project first before moving on? God. I hate that part. The least spammy. I feel like the other naval map was actually less spammy. At the moment, I just need the coal. Copper. Oh, there's where the enemy units come from. There, 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 and there. That's a lot of boats. But I need a bigger boat. You guys come and assist. Could we build the conveyor first? Fuck's sake. That part really annoys me. That's why that was there originally, but get rid of that. Right. First I gotta rebuild all that. Now you can also go get lead and sand, not lead and sand. Sand and coal again! Defeat the silicons I need. Yeah, the pre-built base is kinda nice, but at the same time, oh my god, please. Just need to know the floods. Let me have my stuff afterwards. There's just flares coming in from above. Yeah, they kinda do look like Rubas, don't they? Yeah, it's goddamn copper again. Oh, you don't have a water container. Probably because it got removed. I pray you guys are actually going the correct way now. Pausing near items. So apparently that was a thing. Yeah, they are. Oh, goddamn of them. Oh, Bane. Okay. Little bit of nice verbal. And we also need like a little bit of battery power. Just remember that one. The battery power, that will help a lot. And I am going to add some parallax here. It's for those goddamn things. Yep. That I do. Oh, there's even more water right over here. Ooh. Actually, I could breathe. Yeah, that sacrificed just a little less water. I'm gonna have some of the water come over here. And the rest I'm gonna have come into, Actually, I do need a little bit more for him. Yeah, now I need it. Right, basically right there. Because I'm gonna have another one. Just for more for him to feed these damn things. I need it. I need it. I love how those get yeeted silly style. Oh, that's just rude. And of course, guess what the sword it is again? Goddamn copper. Probably gonna have to build some quasars. Quasars actually probably would be a better idea, wouldn't they? Because they actually have the shield that actually go with it. So they could push in a little bit more. Not to mention, I can also use them for mining in the future. I mean, ripples are about strong against everything, really. Anything I really want them for is just mining at the moment. Because really, I just need more mining, that's it. Alright, they don't get a whole lot of ammo at the moment. That thing has a stupid amount of AoE because of plastanium. I also need to expand my defenses over here. Let's see. Basically go right over there. As soon as I kill the top core, scroll up. Oh, that doesn't sound friendly. And I'm not making enough. Not making enough ammo! That's not very good, unsurprisingly. So I am going to plug that in. So I get as much ammo as possible. Feed all this. Especially with the goddamn swarms. You guys are just trying to build all those, aren't you? Ah, that's not good. Just go right there for a moment. Cancel copper, because I don't need copper. Oh, you're not getting your shit up because... Please focus on that. I really need more silicon. Spend that again. Then I'm gonna have you come into this belt. Oh, of course you're just gonna try and take priority, aren't you? Which I don't need you to do. I'm gonna move this over here so I can, how am I gonna do that? Like, not at all. I can't feed that in there nicely. Guess I could do it like that, but gets rid of a mender. Nope, not get rid of a mender. I can't place a. Yes, I can't. Okay, that helps slightly with the ammo problem. Oh, quasars are all done, huh? Okay. Yeah, I wonder what gives you that idea. Good thing they have quasars right there. They just got rid of it for me. Okay. You guys can do that. Actually, I'm going to take Polly's off of sand. Actually, Polly's can stay on sand. It's coal I'm going to get rid of. No. Polly's can stay on sand. And you will get off sand. How are you gonna have to deal with those, huh? God damn it. That's just great. Real fucking great. I gotta get to that core. I need to get rid of it. Probably better yet, I need to get rid of that ripple. So if I take out the core, it should probably take care of it as well. Well, aren't you a little nice at doing that? Thank you. Yeah, swarmers actually with blast would be a good idea, thank you. I just remembered that. That would have been very helpful, wouldn't it? Of course, this one probably doesn't need as much water. God, you really want to get in that spot. Yeah. Horrible. Okay. Swarmers. Where should I put them? Putting some of them over here would be a good idea. Maybe right over here. That way both of the good spots have it all. And you need to go like that. I really pigeonhole that spot, so I can't really add swarmers, which is really annoying. Yeah. Realistically, this spot is going to need a redo. I need to be using cyclones rather than specters. Oh, and they're even coming down here! Ooh! Okay. I see how it is. Okay, I think I need to just impulse it too. It definitely needs impulses. Even with all that, you're still not enough. I've given you guys a bit more water then. You don't have to worry about that side. You just need to be feeding this side. Fucky. Cyclone's gonna be right there. Oh yeah, they could also use it, couldn't they? Am I gonna have to move that? Cool. That there, put that there, put this there. Actually, I can feel like the ripples on the other side, couldn't I? Yeah. Long range after all. Ripple, 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 ripple. Ripple, ripple, ripple. Then I can shove swarmers like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna shove you in like that instead. It'd be a lot easier. You're so loosely connected like that, god damn it. You guys can come back to that, and you guys can help with rebuilding. Probably gonna have to actually put some force shadows down. I can't really see not needing those right now. So I actually need some heavy firepower. They probably have, yeah. So that's why I felt like I need the, heavy firepower right now. Because those leads are already in the field. At the moment, I'm just trying to get them out of the way. And then put in the water. Yeah, definitely could water cool all of them. Could water cool all of these, actually. Do you accept coolant? No. That would have been nice. Get what I can. When you guys accept coolant. Oh yeah, I also need you. Have you? Surprisingly, you got destroyed pretty quickly. Try to get in over here, of course. Of course, I can't really pump these guys too much because they don't get enough ammo as it is. I did not realize they were being attacked by megas. That was a bad part of my thinking. Of course, you're not producing enough of the, are you? Actually, if I put it like this way, that would make enough room for yet another one of these. I do not have it on eradication, as far as I remember. I have not bothered to change the difficulty so far. First, because I don't have enough silicone, it's all going to shit very quickly. What was that sound? Seriously, do not know what that was. What the fuck? Yeah, silicone is the main problem. I do not have enough. Not enough, not enough, not enough! Please come over here for a moment. Not at the South Pole, I've basically run the hell sectors at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like redesign this. I also need a bit of copper. Which I guess I might as well just breathe in some. So at least have some copper again. Now this thing is absorbing some of the water, that's annoying. Technically Sector 27 is around here, but it's not North Pole. That's basically right next to that. Yes, Vectors was just not a good idea. Not at all. I have to rip this whole thing up, it's not gonna be fun. Holy fucking swarm! Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to rip this apart. It's just not working. Gonna have to rip all this thorium. This thorium is just not doing it. I need to be using blast. I need to get this all redesigned. Not gonna be fun. Not at all. Design I need to do if I want to be able to survive. Please do not go out in there. Could help a little bit if I did that, but I still got the silicone, and oh my god, my glass is basically like nothing now. I just realized I don't like have any glass. I also need to get rid of that foreshadow because it's consuming all of it. Probably should have just done it in parts, huh? Okay. Yeah, that escalates really fucking quickly. I think my main problem is I just really need to forget Spectres. They're just not doing it. They consume too much ammo, they don't do enough damage, they're too single target when I need AoE from cyclones, ripples, and of course swarmers. I think that's my problem. I depend too much on those things. way too much. And of course you guys are having a little bit of a sticking issue. So I'm gonna move you guys. Actually, I don't need weapons then. I cannot imagine that, but I imagine they don't use specters at all for eradication difficulty. So unsurprisingly, that's probably not very good. Probably just do dog shit. I might as well just bring in all the resourcing at the moment. Get the stockpiles filled up again. Yeah, I definitely need to be using AoE because single target is not very helpful unless it's the Force Shadows for taking out those big units. And I forgot that little bit of thermal and that bit of thermal. Probably should grab those technically, because that would help just slightly with charging. And it's more like resourcing over time kind of deal. Why aren't you just connected right there? What the hell? Yeah, I should actually be using some meltdowns because they actually are pretty good against groups. That would help quite a bit, even if my power grid isn't the best. Of course, that's just for that sector. Basically have to come up with a plan for every sector, it feels like. Because everyone requires their own unique approach. Yeah, just slightly more power. Very slightly. Probably could also just steal some phase from these. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to power that up some more. Get some more thorium into these cores. I do make a little bit of phase after all. That's something I can do to actually boost this. Can't be that bad, it's just a bit of phase. This ain't the sector where I make export 5.8 phase. It's not that bad. I mean, it is just a little bit of phase right here. Not that much. It's only like 1.8. Definitely do this. I don't want you to do that. And also get rid of that now. Maybe a little bit more. Of course, that sun is consuming about instantly. You guys saw that one coming. But yeah, that should help a little bit with the thorium on this sector with all that phase production. And I should absolutely update you guys. You mean there's no power? Goofy little thing. Alright. Of course, you guys don't have any power either. How rude. It'd probably help if you actually connected right there. That gets silicon flowing. Yeah, that's definitely a smart idea with the overdrive domes. Get that all going. Oh yeah, I just wanted a massive stockpile of those guys. Even though probably should be doing this. Instead, because you can transfer those resources a little faster. I probably actually need to set up a second line. Because you're probably all being too consumed by one. Okay. Should overall be doing a lot better for that planetary accelerator now. See the stats. Now that one's getting filled up. How about you? Of course, all you're missing is glass, graphite, titanium, phase, and titanium. And you're probably about the same story right over here. Yeah, this one's still being filled up overall. Okay. And what's going on over here? Alright, that goes towards that accelerator. Right. It takes quite a while with a lot of resourcing. Even with feeding these cores, it still takes quite a bit. They hold about 18k copper, lead, about 12k on glass and everything else, if I remember right, and so it takes quite a while. Even with the overdrives that help with that. Even on all three. And of course these are being all stuck with items because they're not really moving because of one bridge comparison. Enough for all of them pretty much. I am feeding like 3 at the exact same time on the single sector, so it's not too bad of waiting time. The fuck was that noise? I'm gonna check whatever the hell that noise is. Oh, he's cutting up that plastic tub. That's what that noise is. Well, that explains that noise now. Technically, it's 2 materials per bolt because I couldn't figure out a way to get all of them into each bolt. Because I haven't taken the time to figure that one out. Because I wanted every single bolt to have every single item, but The only way I could figure out how to do that would be a sushi belt, and that would be acquiring logic to do optimally. Which would be a big pain in the ass, to say the least. Especially when you don't know logic. You can definitely put them on like a little few more. Could try. That will allow me to put glass in that one. Then it could also doubles technically like that. Well, actually, I would have to do it like this. Then it can go into both. Now, not supposed to do that. Of course, there's no graphite coming into that one, so do like that. Now there's graphite in that one, then I need to get titanium. I can do like this. Now, those three actually have free materials on them. Phase, I can do like that. Get that one to have phase as well. I can do surge with this one. Of course, I also need to get surge into that one, which requires going this way. Technically, I could have that be multi-resource, but I think that would be a bad idea. Oh wait, why am I trying to pull glass out of that? Why is even titanium getting in there anyway? Yeah, that could be an option. Actually, it'd probably just be easier if I do it like that. That way I don't have the titanium going in there in the first place. Yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect. Just need to get as much of it as spread out as possible. But I could do basically that. Oh wait, there's already copper going into that one. Wait, copper? Oh, I see. It intercepted that belt on... Why you do that to me? Alright, thorium getting in there. Getting copper into that one would be a challenge. I could do belt conveyors. That probably wouldn't be. That'd probably be the like easier option. Would be the easier option just to use the phase conveyors, not phase conveyors. I keep mixing up the two in name, but whatever. Alright, Postanium. Gonna move you a little bit so I can just thorium into yet another bolt. Technically, it's not gonna speed up once the bolts unload everything, but the initial start when it has initially unloaded will help a little bit. Just slightly with doing that. I wanted to get graphite in there. I could get graphite in the other one. Ooh, no. Ah! I need to do that. And I probably should, because I definitely could overdrive it. There we go. Oh, there's the full resource amount it can hold. 21, 21, 13, 13, 13, 17, 18, 13, 13, 13. Right. Right. You need to be limited to graphite. You need to be limited to graphite. I assume you will. Of course, all the resource production is definitely overdriven. Belts themselves definitely aren't, though. Also realize there's not a light over here. Should add that. Okay. I want to look at one of the other hell sectors I haven't done yet. Should just be that one. I want to see what this one's like before I call it for today, because I don't know if I have the energy to do a complete one. Okay. That's it for defenses on my side. For him there and there. Not a whole lot of water. Not the worst thing in the world. Actually, there's still plenty of water for landing pads. Fucking hell. Let's see. 2 foreshadows right here. Is there an overdrive dome? Overdrive dome there, so it's not... Oh, there's the overdrive dome affecting those. God damn it. 4 reactors of RTGs and thermal. Got a core here. Already loaded? Goddamn. Going for tier 4 there. Foreshadow. Another foreshadow. Foreshadow. Impacts there. Not really a lot of foreshadows. Of course, we have the crawler away. Along with tier 3 production. Or RTGs. That's probably a landing zone for enemy units, yep. Oh god, I'm scared to look at these ones. Another landing zone there. Forward enemy base. Doesn't look that bad. Yeah, definitely looks Mass Corvus. Then we got another defensive over here with a lot of payload conveyors. It's for speeding up troops, but there isn't any foreshadows in this section. That has to be like a leftover right there from something. This section doesn't feel complete, but okay. Ah, there's 2 foreshadows right there. 5 foreshadows, oh god. Oh god, 2 rain production units over there. Gonna look away there for a minute. Look at the rest of this base. Okay, so mace production there. And that's kind of it for there. Okay. More thermal there. Interesting. Let's go into this hell sector part. Tier 4 bombers. 1 foreshadow, 2 foreshadows. Actually, 4 and 5. 6, 7. And 6, 7. RGGs, differential and impact reactors in the same spot? Really? Oh, we got flare production over here. The stuff is going to be heavy air units on this sector. And then we got fortresses over here to go with some more dagger production. Enemy drop point. Okay. More flares? Yes, more flares. Alright, so what we have here. Now that plasmatium build. Ooh, tier 4 regular air. Well, that's gonna be so fun. 3 foreshadows right there. Another core with protected by another 3 foreshadows. Differential generators. Tier 3 air, so there's some Zeniths, and I'm guessing this is a drop point, or is this just art? Could this be art? I don't know. RGGs, impacts. Oh, 4 shadows right there. Interesting. 4 array right there. Of course, that's where the rains are. We looked at this place if I remember correctly. More Zeniths. Actually, we didn't look at this one. Never mind. More shadows, more foreshadows. Even more foreshadows, and this is a tier 4 Spectre facility with quasars. Yeah, they remembered the quasars exist. Foreshadow right there, and oh god. And of course, there's even a tier 5 air production facility. Yeah, this is a fun sector already by the looks of it that I don't want to do today. I don't have that kind of energy. The easiest one is probably going to be this top one first, and then probably go over here, and then probably back to here. You definitely want to go for this base last at the bottom. That one's going to be the meanest. And yeah, even at normal difficulty, these hell sectors are tough as hell. Tough no matter what, really. There's also quite a bit of black sand here, too! Ooh! Just realized that. That's going to be nice for silicon production. So you don't have to import as much. Lovely! That's definitely good to know. Definitely one of the better starting sectors, I imagine, is spacing. You can't really use... Can you use that thermal, though? Well, they don't produce anything on this side air-wise, so... As long as nothing comes from here, probably could be fine, but... Given how much mining industry likes flyers, you're probably not going to really be able to use that thermal without a lot of protection around it. Definitely gonna need some protection there, besides protection here. Here, and of course, anti-air right there, along right here. Ugh. That's gonna be a lot of fun next week. Yeah, definitely could use impact reactors. I definitely need to make like a better setup than this one. Hook up to multiple impact reactors for power. course, definitely we're going to want to put it like right here to bait them mostly into your defenses by doing that. But that's something for next week and try to remember that. Because it's been 3.5 hours. I had enough for today. Sorry about that, but I just don't got the energy. And it would be nice to have more schematics. I'm always happy to steal some more. Yeah. Thank you for coming by and watching. I hope it was at least decently entertaining of a stream and not too boring. I definitely gotta do better on that sector. I definitely need to get defenses more. Spectres are definitely just not the good for hell sectors at all. You need more AoE rather than single target. If you need a single target, it's the foreshadows. Everything else needs to be like not specters. Cyclones, swarmers, ripples. To deal with the smaller fry. God damn. But anyway, I will be back again on Monday with Terraria. Wednesday, I'll have to still figure out what the hell I'm going to be doing for Wednesday. And Friday will be more Mindustry as usual. Though I might take a little bit of a break from Serpo and go to Aerocore. Because I do like that one. It is very fun. And then you have to think about it. But yeah. Thank you for coming by and watching. I hope you had fun. So take care.